Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. It honestly feels like yesterday when I last did this, but we're back again with another Christmas video, so Merry Christmas to you all. I know it's Christmas Eve as of this video going live, but it's basically Christmas anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I hope you have a great time with your loved ones over the holiday period, and are ready for the next year ahead. As with my previous Christmas videos, I just wanted to reflect on how my year on YouTube has been, but this time I also wanted to give you guys an idea of what I'm doing next year on the channel. So starting off with this year, it's certainly been very tricky, but it's been enjoyable as well. Statistically, it's been my worst year on YouTube by far, but my enjoyment has definitely been up there with one of the best, which is all that really matters at this moment in time. So far in my 4 years of YouTube, in the first 3 years I literally went up 1,000 subs per year. However, this year I've only gone up 300, and it's no surprise really that the channel's been struggling because pretty much most Star Wars gaming channels have been. Views and growth are down across the board, and it's simply due to the fact that for the most part we've had a very quiet year. Whilst we've had plenty of new Star Wars gaming announcements like the Ubisoft game, Hunters, the KOTOR remake, Eclipse, just to name a few, a lot of the hype dies quite quickly after the reveal, as we won't hear from most of these games for a long time. That means we can often see a news video about the announcement do well, but then after that it's back to the struggle. A big reason for this is because that all year we've not had a mainstream multiplayer Star Wars game to be excited about and play. Battlefront 2 and Squadrons are obviously still around, however the vast majority of the viewership is no longer there, so there's very little interest in watching them. So that pretty much has an impact across all of Star Wars gaming, even if it doesn't relate to Battlefront at all. So with the views and engagement down for the vast majority of the year, it means that the channel won't really get recommended a lot, so even news and announcement videos really struggle to do well for me. Because of how quiet it's been this year, I'd quickly moved from 3 videos a week down to 2 at the start of this year due to the fact that I had very few content ideas, especially during the months of March to August, which was the quietest period of all. Thankfully though, the last couple of months have really picked up a bit. Statistically, the channel is still doing poorly, but I now have loads of ideas thanks to Hunters soft launching, along with other things like Star Wars Eclipse being announced, so I'm back to 3 videos a week, and it will remain that way for the foreseeable future. Despite not having any Star Wars game to widely make content on and have loads of people hyped about like Battlefront 2, it's been a really great foundation year for Star Wars gaming. Before the start of the year we had no idea what the future held for the franchise, but very quickly it was revealed to us, and now at the end of this year we've had 5 or so announcements for games, many of which are a long way away, but next year we'll likely get more announcements and releases. My last video of this year will be a timeline of this year's Star Wars gaming events, with my first video of next year being how I think 2022 will go for Star Wars gaming. With regards to the whole foundation year, what I mean is that despite it being a poor year on YouTube, thanks to all the announcements, next year and beyond should be very good, with Hunters being the next big Star Wars multiplayer release. This year has definitely taught me a few things, and I've had to prove to myself that I can actually manage the channel in difficult times, and I feel like I've done that pretty well, so I'm now very hopeful for next year. So then, my plans for 2022 are essentially the same as what I've been doing this year. I'll be covering all pieces of official news, as well as leaks and rumours for all Star Wars games, along with discussions and concepts. For Hunters specifically, I'll be doing plenty of Hunter concepts for you guys, as well as news updates and discussions, and then when the game fully launches on the Switch next year, I'll try and think of some other interesting ideas as well. As for other Star Wars games, for now I'll just carry on doing news and discussions until we actually get more releases. With regards to streams, I've been very poor ever since the summer of this year. It's been a mixture of me being super busy and also the fact that I've not had any motivation to stream Battlefront 2 or anything else, so I don't really see any point in forcing myself to stream. When Hunters fully releases though, I'll definitely try and stream a lot more regularly, and towards the end of every month I'll look to do a discussion stream where we talk about all of the news and rumours from that month. If we don't hear anything at all, which I find very unlikely, then I'll just come up with some topics of my own, or we can have a bit of a live Q&A. January is already a super busy time for me with uni assignments due, so I probably won't stream too much then, but as of February onwards I'll definitely look to get more active again. I also haven't told you guys about my virtual production in a long time either. Many of you probably don't even know about it, but I'm working on my own Unreal Engine short film at uni with 4 others, and I intend on releasing it next year. For those who don't really know what that means, take a look at cinematic captures and the work he's been doing over the last year and a half. It's going to be something essentially like like that, but my own original story. So far, we're looking at an early February window for a short teaser trailer to release, with early June being when the full short releases. That can change a fair bit though, so I'm not going to confirm anything for a while, but at some point next year it will definitely release, so do keep your eyes open for that. Whilst I have these plans for 2022, it's important to be quite fluid and adapt to anything that comes my way. If I have other cool ideas, then I'll definitely look into them. For example, I now have an Oculus Quest 2 VR headset, so next year I'll be doing some VR content for you guys, most of which will be Vader Immortal's Lightsaber Dojo, but I can also maybe look into doing some playthroughs as well if you guys wish. For now though, those are my plans for next year, and I'm incredibly excited to see where the channel is this time next year. 2021 has been a great year for Star Wars gaming news, despite it being very quiet at times, but no doubt next year is going to be even better with more announcements along with releases and content updates for games like Hunters. That is everything I have for you today though guys. Thank you to everyone who has stuck by me and the channel over the last 12 months. It's been very up and down, but I'm excited for the next few years to come. Have a very Merry Christmas and may the Force be with you always.